here. Bod, lead us off, please.
Oh, sorry, I got to unmute myself. Sorry about that. I think I'd have it down by now. Hey, Grant, you're a Burlesworth finalist again. Just not a surprise, probably, but what was your reaction to that?
I was excited. I definitely think that's something hard I'm working for, or looking forward to that ceremony and being able to do it in person. But that was one of my goals coming back this year and being able to have that opportunity to be able to try to win that award again. And it definitely helps when I can be able to be on that award finalist and be able to still be winning games. So as the team goes and the team wins, then it's good for me as well.
What do you think Myles there's done end of the defense? Obviously, Jalen Catalan, those are big shoes to fill. How do you think he's done for you guys? Got a couple picks and everything.
Slush has done amazing. I was telling, I think, Coach Shear today, I think the way he's progressed in the games he's played since Catalan's been out is you wouldn't really know that we're missing somebody back there. He's been able to be vocally leading our defense now. And at the beginning of the year, no one would have wanted him, or no one would have thought he could do that. But now the way he's being demanding, the way he's been vocal, and even the plays he's been making, it just shows right there what he's done and how hard he's worked. He's not a young buck no more. He's a guy who's really stepped up, and they're his own shoes. I don't like it. I guess people say you got to fill his shoes all the time, but Slush is filling his own shoes right now, and he's doing really well, and he's doing a good job at it.
Myles, could you describe that pick you had the other day and just how things are going for you as a starter?
The pick the other day, well, Coach told us all week that when they go double twins, that it was vertical. So I just listened to him, and it happened to happen during the game. So I just did my job, and it came out with the interception. And
then as far as being a starter, you seem like you're settling in pretty good. How's that been?
It's been real good. You know, at first it was tough, but I've adjusted to it kind of well and being more vocal. So it's coming along.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Tom.
Coach Pittman said Monday that convincing the team that have the belief to win a game like this is a real key. Already, you guys believe you can win games, but winning Alabama is maybe next level. How important is that, Grant?
Yeah, I think believing in something is, the word belief is something that you think is going to happen without seeing. Like if you believe in something, then you're thinking it's going to happen without seeing it or knowing that it's happened. But we like the word know around here. We like to know we're going to do it. So like we've seen what we can do. We've seen that we can win games. We beat LSU at LSU. We played a really good Texas A&M team really well at a neutral site. So we know what we can do. We just got to treat this game and be able to focus on us. It's very important as a team to be able to be on one page. And if we have some guys who don't think we can win, then obviously it's going to combat everybody, and it's going to be like people rowing against us. And you got to have everyone on the same page. But yeah, it's huge. It's huge to be able to say, listen, we can go win. We can go beat Alabama at Alabama. It's a logo on their side of the helmet. They're guys. They play football just like we do. They have a 100-yard field. They have a lot of fans. So do we. We've never been in a situation where we don't think we could win. We just got to be able to go and do us and be able to focus on us.
Yeah, Myles, if you could address that too, how important is the belief part in this game?
It's just we go one game at a time. So I think it's another game, honestly. We just prepare like we've been preparing the last few weeks, really the whole season. And I really believe in what the game plan is for this week. So I believe that we're going to win this game, or whatever the outcome may be.
All right. Well, Myles, containing their weapons, they got them all over the field. Can you talk about maybe Jameson Williams and Mechie and just trying to contain all their weapons?
They're a great receiving core. There's no doubt about that. They're fast. They're real quick twitch. But as long as we handle our assignments, I think we'll be fine.
Okay. And Grant, Bryce Young, I think, is still one of the Heisman finalists. Can you talk about him and just all the weapons they possess?
Yeah. Bryce Young is, you'd like to say he's one of a kind, but you've seen a guy like him. His name's Tua Tagovailoa. And it's crazy. You watch the film, you're like, I feel like he should be a left-handed because they play similar in the way they play and they demand the offense. And Tua, look at him. He's in the NFL right now playing well. So Bryce has done really well. The way he demands like the offense, the way you can tell he's in control of that offense the whole time, especially with all those athletes around him. But when you have a good back like Brian Robinson Jr. Beside him and a good line, you can do that, and he can still show his athleticism. He can get out whenever he wants, but he's thrown really well this year. He's been able to hit the intermediate passes well. And that's, as a good quarterback, that's what you want to have in an offense with a lot of athletes around him. So we got to be able to contain him, but the main thing is we got to be able to put pressure on him. We got to make him move, make him use his legs. But to kind of get him off the spot, it makes it easier for the DBs as well.
Okay. My final question, Grant, these last 2 wins you've had, I think gritty might be the best way to describe these last 2. How satisfying maybe is it that the B part, the run to end the season has gone the way it's gone so far?
Yeah. I guess it goes back to it's a no. We have to know what we're going to do, and we have to set a goal, and we have to go out and get it. Everyone was talking about after Mississippi State win, everyone was like, oh, they blew their shot. Everyone gave it their all. How are they going to be able to rebound and go to LSU and beat them when all they were worried about was going to a bowl game? That's not how we as a football team and as a culture, we do it. We set a goal and we go and get it. Our goals are just accomplished week by week. So our goal that week was go be a bowl game. The next week was go to get the boot. And now our goal is to go to Bama. So it's huge. It's huge to be able to come back and say, listen, I came back for a 6th year for these games like this and be able to win games like this, especially on the road against LSU. It just shows what type of program we have and what type of culture and what type of coach we have.
Thanks.
Hutch.
Grant, just looking at the numbers, it doesn't look like Alabama has quite as dominant.
Hutch, we're losing you.
Can you hear me? Okay. What do you make of Alabama's run game? It doesn't look like they're quite as dominant as we've seen in years past.
Yeah. I'll say it's because they don't need to run when they have as good athletes. They have a really good passing game right now. Their O-line's good. A lot of the defenses, how they played them is like LSU played them and they only held them to 6 yards rushing. But when you look at LSU, how they played them, it's kind of how they played us. They stacked the box. They made them throw the ball. And that's with your chance to win. You have to make sure they're one-dimensional. But as Alabama goes, when they're saying, listen, you're going to give us those 5 to 7 yard passes every time we're going to take them. They're high percentage shots. They're easy to get 5-6 yards after the catch. And that's what Alabama's done. And that's what they've done well. Their guys block well on the perimeter. They're linemen. They get out and they continue to play even after they know the ball's been thrown. They go down and they go and block as the play goes on. So as OC, it's kind of easy to go whenever you take away my run game. I'll just go with the pass and be able to get it done. So that's probably why they have less numbers than normal. But if you just look at their numbers, they're still doing well. They're running the ball well. I think they're averaging 160 a game. They're averaging around 300 yards passing or 200 some yards passing. So they've done well. But as an OC, whenever you take away something, it's easy to fall back on the other thing that's been working for them.
And I'm also wondering what you thought about Bumper season. I know it's probably a little bit easier playing without broken ribs like he was last year, but what kind of differences have you seen in him this year compared to last year?
Yeah, he's the thing that he's done this year that's been so well is his mindset for every game. His attitude toward each game is different depending on who we're playing. He's not wanting to go out there and said, listen, I'm just going to go try to be the best right now. He's saying, listen, this is the way to be the best. This is the way that I'll be the best to be able to make this team win. He's approached every game like it's his last. And I don't know if that's credit to him getting hurt last year and not knowing that he could have been playing or not. So him being able to say, listen, this could be my last game right here. He's gone out and not cared if Hayden or I are starting over him. He's cared about when I get my chances in there, I'm going in there and I'm making the reps count. He's done so well. I couldn't speak highly enough of him or Hayden, the way they've been preparing for games and the way they've come, and they've even made me so much better. So Bump's done a really well job this year.
All right. Myles, Grant, appreciate the time, guys.
Thanks, y'all.